What is going on, guys? Happy late Saturday night. The late college games are just wrapping up, so figured I'd hop on here and get you guys some free picks for NFL Sunday. We got week 2 tomorrow. I'm absolutely fired up. Sundays are just my favorite day, and we got a full slate of football tomorrow. So for the free picks, we got 3 NFL player props. We got 4 anytime touchdown props for tomorrow. We got an NFL play of the day, and then we'll cap it off with a Hail Mary parlay. Before we get to the free picks, quick recap on how the day went. We had an incredible day over in VIP. I sent out 5 plays today. 4 of them were parlays. 1 was a straight bet, and we went 4-1 on the day. We missed the perfect sweep by 1 singular leg. So we'll go. We'll do a quick recap on these. This was the first play here. We had the Seattle Mariners parlayed up with LSU. Easy money there. LSU. I mean, it, it's kind of early to tell, but I think LSU is pretty legit. Florida, on the other hand, is an absolute bust. Their quarterback had 5 interceptions today. That was pretty atrocious. So it's kind of early in the season to tell, but I do have an early future that I put in on LSU to win the championship a few months ago. So we'll see how that goes, but good start for LSU. Next up, we had a 13-point teaser parlay. We had Oregon minus 14, Michigan minus 15, Ohio State minus 16, and Navy minus 1. That was an easy winner. If you guys don't have access to 13-point teasers, make sure you hop on MyBookie. The link's down in the description if you guys need it. But these 13-point teasers are an absolute cheat code, especially for NFL. I mean, the fact we can get up to 13 points on the spread or the over under, all you have to do is parlay 4 teams together and it's a minus 130. So I've sent out 2 of these so far this football season. We're 2-0 on these. I'm going to be sending out a couple more for NFL Sunday. But if you guys don't have access to 13-point teasers, guys, it's an absolute cheat code, especially when it comes to NFL, because you got to think about it. The NFL lines are super sharp. So when you can get 13 points on either side, I mean it's an insane hit rate, guys. So make sure you guys have a sports book where you can do 13-point teasers, especially if you're in my VIP. I'm gonna be sending these out like crazy all of football season. And we're probably gonna hit these at like an 80+% clip, and I'm not lying about that. So we're 2-0 on them so far to start the year. The next play, we had a anytime touchdown parlay. Justice Haynes for Michigan, parlayed that up with John Mateer for Oklahoma. Easy money there. It was a little sweaty at first. I mean, Justice Haynes, he scored the first drive, so we didn't have to worry about him. But John Mateer broke a 51-yard touchdown as a quarterback. 51-yard touchdown rush right before he got pulled. So that was massive. And then to cap it off, we had the Astros on the money line, Hunter Brown on the bump. Honestly, like, most of the day was pretty sweat-free. The only play we missed 1 UFC play, which would have put us at 5-0 if he hit. So regardless, we cannot complain. 4-1 day. I always tell you guys, Saturdays and Sundays are going to be the biggest days always. It's going to make up about 70 to 80% of our profits. So make sure you guys are tapped in for Saturdays and Sundays at a bare minimum. If you guys are trying to lock in for NFL Sunday, head over to winnable.com/BookieBandits. Links down in the description. It'll also be down in the comments. I'll pin a comment for you guys to make it easy, but at least grab a day pass, guys. It's literally $10. $10 day pass. I'm gonna be sending out a dumb amount of plays tomorrow. I absolutely love the slate tomorrow. I'm going to be absolutely firing, so I want you guys to tap in. $10 day pass. I'm going to pin a comment. Down in the comments, I'm going to pin a link to get a $10 day pass. And you guys could also use code YouTube to get it half off. So literally $5 for a full Sunday slate of parlays, straight bets, anytime touchdowns. We're going to be doing it all, guys. There's going to be a lot of plays sent out tomorrow, so make sure you're tapped in for that. You can also get a 3-day pass, a week pass, a month pass if you're trying to lock in for long term. NFL college football full season pass. I lowered that price just slightly because, the season has already started. So you can use code YouTube to get 50% off any of these packages, guys. Also, we have one VIP lifetime 90% off discount code remaining. All you have to do is redeem code SWEEP, and you're going to get 90% off of this price. So it's literally over a $4,000 discount. So whoever wants to take advantage of that, congrats to you. There's not going to be another 90% code probably until the end of football season. So one code remaining on that VIP lifetime pass, winnable.com/BookieBandits. Links down in the description. You'll get access to my Discord as well. If you buy a VIP package, you'll get access to the VIP chat. We can chop it up during the games. So take advantage of that, guys. Let's go ahead and get into some free picks for you guys. 3 NFL player props. My favorite 3 for Sunday. First one, give me Jamar Chase over 83.5 receiving yards. I know he had a terrible week 1, right? He had 26 yards week 1. That's not going to happen again, guys. This is one of those games where Jamar could quite literally have 150 to 175 yards. I'm debating on, obviously I'm going to lock, 83.5 in. I might ladder Jamar Chase all the way up to 150 yards. So I might do 83.5, 93.5, 103, 113, 123, all the way up to 150. For some reason, something is telling me that he's about to go absolutely nuclear tomorrow. He's playing the Jags, who they don't have a great D. He's coming off a pretty abysmal week 1. Joe Burrow didn't play great week 1 either. They somehow squeaked out a dub against the Browns. Look for the Bengals offense to turn it up a notch tomorrow, guys. And obviously Jamar Chase is going to be the focal point of that offense tomorrow. I would not be surprised if he catches a couple long bombs. So do what you guys want. Lock in the 83.5 for sure, but I might be laddering it all the way up to 150, and we're going to be getting plus money on anything above 83.5. So do what you guys want with that information. Next player prop that I love is CeeDee Lamb over 80.5 receiving yards. He had 110. Excuse me. He had 110 yards in week 1. But the thing to note is he had over 80 yards in the first quarter in week 1 against the Eagles. And now he's going up against the Giants, whose secondary is not good at all. Okay, the Giants' D-line is very, very good. I'll give them that. But their secondary is going to get absolutely lit up by CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens tomorrow. So I absolutely love CeeDee Lamb over 80.5 receiving yards. I mean, all it takes is one long one for this to hit, and I could see this hitting by halftime, to be completely honest, especially since CeeDee, he had like 3 or 4 bad drops in that week 1 game. I think he's going to be pissed. I think Dak's going to get the ball to him early and often, try to get that last game out of his head. So another good prop to look at would be CeeDee Lamb first half receptions or receiving yards. Just because I think they're going to try to feed him, excuse me, early and often. Like I said, to try to get that last game out of his head. I think CeeDee goes nuclear tomorrow as well, guys. For the last player prop, give me Travis Kelce over 5.5 receptions. This is plus 124. If you want, you could, take it down to 4.5. Might be a little safer, but the reason I love this so much, okay, he only had 2 catches in week 1. What you guys got to realize is Xavier Worthy's out, right? Thanks to Kelce, because he ran into him on that first drive and dislocated his shoulder. So Xavier Worthy's out, and obviously Rashee Rice is out as well. There's no one else to throw the ball to besides to Kelce. Plus, they're playing the Philadelphia Eagles, who, I mean, this is going to be a very, very good game. I think it's going to be a close game. I think the Eagles have the slight edge here. Obviously, the Chiefs are pretty banged up, which makes me like this even more. So Travis Kelce over 5.5 receptions. If you want to play it a little safer, take it down to 4.5. I think that's going to hit easily. I mean, they're going to have to feed Kelce tomorrow. And you know Patty. You know how Patty plays. He loves to just dump it down and just, go 5 yards, 7 yards, 8 yards. So I absolutely love Travis Kelce on his receptions and his yards tomorrow. So those are my 3 favorite player props for Sunday, guys. I absolutely love all 3 of them. I would straight bet them all and then maybe sprinkle the parlay if you're going to parlay all 3 of them. So let's go ahead and get into some anytime touchdown props that I like for Sunday. As you guys know, comment your favorite anytime touchdown prop for Sunday down in the comments. Just you get one, okay? So your favorite anytime touchdown prop, drop it in the comments. If it hits, you get a shout out on the next video, and then I will be tailing you along with, a lot of the Bookie Bandit YouTube community on the your following pick. So I'll give you a shout out if you hit, and then I'll tell everyone to tail you on your on the next video, whatever, whether it's a home run prop or a anytime touchdown prop. So these are my favorite 4 for Sunday, guys. Give me Tyreek Hill plus 140. Now, I know the Dolphins, they've been absolutely atrocious as of late. They've been abysmal. Tua's been terrible. Tyreek's honestly been pretty terrible, but I mean, this almost feels like Tyreek has to score here in order for him to stay with the team. Especially after the Dolphins' week 1 outing against the Colts. They got absolutely routed. And obviously you guys probably saw Tyreek was, he was complaining by the second quarter of last game. So I think they're going to try to feed Tyreek early and often. I think they're going to try to get him in the end zone. And who knows? It could be a Tyreek breakout game. He honestly needs it. He's due for it. And if the Dolphins want to keep Tyreek around, they're going to have to feed him tomorrow. So Tyreek Hill plus 140, I love the value there. Next up, give me James Conner at minus 167. It's not the best value, but they're playing the Carolina Panthers. The Panthers they're terrible. Okay, terrible defense, pretty terrible offense. The Cardinals should be winning this game. They should have plenty of red zone chances. And I wouldn't be surprised if James Conner gets in the end zone. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if he gets in the end zone more than once. So James Conner minus 167. I love that one. Next up, give me Puka Nacua plus 110. I love the value here. Anytime you can get a plus money for a high caliber player like Puka, give me that all day long. Obviously, he's the focal point of that Rams offense. I mean, he's going to have anywhere from 7 to 10 catches. So I think Puka gets in the end zone tomorrow. For my last touchdown prop, give me Josh Allen. Minus 143. Going up against the Jets. I mean, he's just built different. It's as simple as that. If they get inside the 5-yard line, you know who the ball's going to. It's going to be Josh Allen time. So I love all 4 of these. I would straight bet them all if I were you guys. If you want to parlay them up, just sprinkle it. I believe it's like plus 1,300, so 13 to 1 if you parlay all 4 of those. But definitely straight bet all of these as well. That way, all we need is basically 2 of them to hit in order to profit, assuming one of the 2 that hits is one of the plus monies. So I could see all 4 of them scoring, though. Don't get me wrong. So those are my 4 favorite anytime touchdowns. Make sure you guys drop your favorite anytime touchdown prop down below. While I'm thinking about it, guys, make sure you smash the like button for me. And make sure you're subscribed if you're not already. We are on the road to 2,000. I believe we're like 5 away from 2,000. So road to 2,000. Make sure you guys are subscribed. Smash the like button, and let's get into the NFL play of the day. We hit our NFL play of the day last Sunday. We had the Denver Broncos minus 6.5. So obviously, you guys know it's sponsored by Player Profit. If you guys are trying to get a funded sports betting account, head over to playerprofit.com. Use code BOOKIEBANDIT. You'll get 10% off any funded package. But it's pretty simple, guys. You go over here. You get a funded sports betting account. The minimum you can get funded for is $1,000. The max is $100,000. There's some intermediate packages in between 5, 10, 25, and 50,000. And then they each have a challenge fee, right? So the smallest one is a $30 challenge fee. If you want a $100,000 funded account, it's a $1,000 challenge fee. All you got to do is pass phase 1, pass phase 2, basically prove that you're a profitable sports bettor. At that point, Player Profit's going to fund you. Okay, once you've proven that you're profitable, you've passed the first 2 phases, they will fund you, right? So let's say you get a $100,000 funded account. You now have a $100,000 bankroll, and it's not even your own money, but you still get to keep 70% of all the profits. So it's an absolute cheat code, guys. If you think you're a profitable sports bettor, if you're not comfortable making your own picks, you can just tell all of my picks. I give you guys free picks basically every single day. Or if you get a pro account, you'll get to keep 85% of all the profits. Right? So if you have a $100,000 pro account and you get funded, I mean, guys, it's truly a cheat code. It's a great way to increase your unit size while still mitigating the risk, right? Because you're not forking up your own money. Once you've proven that you're profitable, you're just betting with other people's money, and you still get to keep 70 to 85% of the profits, depending on whether you get a standard or a pro account. So take advantage, guys. The link's down in the description, playerprofit.com. Code BOOKIEBANDIT will get you 10% off any of those funded packages. Let's get to this play of the day, guys. It's going to be in the Broncos-Colts game. We got the Broncos sitting at minus 1.5. We got the Colts plus 1.5. Over-under is 44.5. We're going to run it back, guys. We're going to run it back with the Broncos. This line is way, way too low. Okay? I want you guys to keep in mind, the Broncos played one of their worst games of all time last week, and still beat the Titans by 8. Okay, Bo Nix was a turnover machine. Their defense their defense saved the day. The Titans should have had way more points, but the Broncos defense, personally, I think is one of the best defenses in the league. Held them down last week. On the flip side, the Colts played literally one of their best games in their entire franchise. They scored on every single possession that they had. Danny Dimes had the best game of his entire career. Okay, so with those two things together, if the Colts didn't play their worst game if the Colts didn't play their best game of their entire franchise last week and the Broncos didn't play one of their worst games, this line would be at 6.5. I mean, it'd be at least 4.5, bare minimum. It'd probably be closer to 4.5 since it's in Indianapolis, but Guys, we're getting a huge discount on this game strictly because of what happened last week. There is absolutely no chance that Danny Dimes goes out and does what he did last week against this Broncos D. There is absolutely no chance. I think the Broncos absolutely rout these guys. The NFL play of the day is going to be the Broncos on the money line. There's no point of taking the -1.5. Just take the money line. And honestly, guys, I might even think about sprinkling the Broncos. So we're going to do Broncos money line as the play of the day, right? We might even sprinkle the Broncos -6.5 at plus money. We might sprinkle at -9.5. And then I might even sprinkle a -13.5 as well. I think the Broncos are going to absolutely rout the Colts tomorrow. The Colts are going to get exposed. Danny Dimes is going to go back to being Danny Dimes, the Danny Dimes that we all know. Bo Nix is going to play a way better game than he did last week. There's not going to be, the Broncos aren't going to be turning it over like they did last. The Broncos had like 4, 5, or 6 bad turnovers last week. That's not going to happen this week. So we're going to go lock this in live, guys. Let's find it here. So Broncos on the money line, -130. This is a max bet, guys. This has to be a max bet. There's just no chance that Danny Dimes dices up the Broncos defense like he did last week. There's just no chance. And if he does, I'll tip my cap. It's as simple as that. I'm putting $5,000 on my player profit account on the Broncos money line. That is the NFL play of the day, guys. Don't overthink it. The Broncos are a way better team. The Colts, they had one good game. Also, guys, week 2 is a great week to capitalize because these line makers, all they're basing these lines off of is last week, right? They have 1 week of data. So week 2 is one of the best weeks to capitalize and absolutely fire when you see mispriced lines. So I think that's a mispriced line. That line should be 4.5 at least, if not 6.5. So give me the Broncos money line all day long, guys. And let's cap this thing off with a little Hail Mary parlay. Every single NFL game on the slate, Sunday and Monday. Okay, so 478x parlay. This is how it's going to go down. Ravens on the money line. Bengals money line. Cowboys money line. Lions money line. Dolphins money line. That game kind of sketches me out. I'm not going to lie. If you guys want to take the Dolphins out, I don't blame you one bit. They look atrocious, but the line is telling me that the Dolphins are going to win because there's no way in hell that the Dolphins should be favorited in this game, and somehow they are. So give me the Dolphins. Next up, we got the Rams on the money line. Then we're going to be taking the Seahawks alternate spread plus 10.5. Next up, we're taking the 49ers Saints under 47.5. Be careful with this game, guys. Brock Purdy's not playing. So I know a lot of you want to just fire on the Niners. Just be careful. I love the under in this game. The 49ers offense is going to struggle with Mac Jones. Obviously, the Niners have a great defense. So the Saints offense should struggle as well. Next up, Bills on the money line, Cardinals money line, Broncos money line, Eagles money line, Falcons plus 3.5 in the Sunday night game. I wouldn't be surprised if the Falcons actually win outright in that game. I think they're playing they're playing the Minnesota Vikings. So, and then the 2 Monday night games, we're going Texans on the money line and the Chargers money line. Parlay all those up, guys. It's a 478x on your money. Obviously, it's a Hail Mary, guys. Don't go crazy on it. Personally, I put $5 on this. It would bring home just over $2,000. So just be smart. You could use this as a cheat sheet as well. Round robin this up. Do whatever you need. But one thing I want to note too with these Hail Marys, make sure you're locking them in over on MyBookie. because you're going to get a 2% parlay boost for every single leg that you add to the parlay. Plus, they'll give you up to $1,000 welcome bonus. So just go down to the description, the MyBookie link, click it, sign up, deposit some money into there. And whenever you're doing parlays, make sure you're locking them in on MyBookie, because you're going to get a parlay boost for every single parlay that you cook up. So it's just extra money, right? So that's all I got for you guys. If you made it this far, I appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys grab a $10 day pass for NFL Sunday. Like I said, Saturdays and Sundays are by far the biggest days of the week. Sunday is probably 5 times bigger than Saturday. NFL is my bread and butter. That's where we make all of our money. Not all of it, but a big majority of it. So $10 day pass, you could even use code YouTube to get it 50% off. I'll drop that link down in the comments. I'll pin it for you guys as well to make it easy. But let's have an absolutely incredible Sunday, guys. I'm super excited. Smash the like button for me. Show some love in the comments, guys. Drop your favorite anytime touchdown for Sunday. Make sure you're subscribed. Appreciate you guys so much. We will see you on the next one. Best of luck with all your bets. Peace.